welcome again. Today I'm going to put a little bit of temptu on a mature stain henna design just for some extra colored accents that will last longer than gilding paste and aren't glittery. Maybe we'll add some glitter at the end too. So we're going to start out by mixing our temptu, and one thing that you'll need is 99% rubbing alcohol. This will help the temptu from getting dried out and will keep it nice and liquidy as you paint it on. Then you need to select your colors. I have a couple little, I have some Dura paints here, and I think these are Dura paints as well. They're shimmery and metallic paints, and that's what I like to use, is the shimmery and metallic. And I think I'll probably go with some golds or silvers. I'm not quite sure what I'll use, but it'll be fun. These little kits run, I think around $40, $50, something like that. And they last a long time, so it's a good investment. You don't need a lot of paint in order to get a good effect. All right, I'm gonna use gold, white, and green today. You can see that the paint is separated, and so I'm going to need to shake this very well, and I will go ahead and do that. All right, now you can see that the paint has been shaken and it's all nicely combined and it's ready to use. So you always want to start out with skin that is dry and free of oils. So I'm going to take my little shaker here, put some powder into it. I've just got a little bit there. You can use cornstarch or talcum powder, or any kind of face painting setting powder, and I'm just going to put a little bit right there on my hand. And that's that. Next I'm going to start with the gold paint. I have a little nail cup, it's a couple dollars. I got it at a beauty supply shop, and there are different tools that you can use for storing your paints. I've seen some really cute little pots from the dollar store, but I have not found those at my store. I've just seen other artists use those. So here I have my gold paint. I'm just going to start with just a drop or two in there. It doesn't take a lot. I'm going to take my watercolor paintbrush. I'm going to have it wet in a little bit of alcohol, and I'm going to keep my alcohol handy just in case this paint starts to get a little bit thick on me as it dries. So now I've got some paint on the brush. I'm going to put my hand down here, and I'm just going to find some areas to accent that I think will look good with gold. So now that all the temptu is on my hand, I'm going to take a little more powder on my brush, and I'm just going to brush over that so that it's nice and set. Then I'll need to clean out my pot so that I can do my next color. In order to do that, I'm going to take my pot. You can see I used my 2 drops of temptu. And I'm going to just put a little dab of the 99% alcohol in there. I'm going to take a cotton pad and I'm just going to clean it out. All right, now I'm going to move on to the white. So I'm just going to put a couple of drops of white in. And I didn't clean my brush, so I'd better go ahead and do that. And I clean my brush just using a little bit of the 99% rubbing alcohol. All right, and now we have the temptu portion of the design is all there. And I think we'll go add some glitter. So here I've got some tools for adding glitter to designs. The first tool is a bottle of acrylic adhesive, and it has a lure lock top with this bent tip. I'm not going to use that today because I've already temptu'd my design, and I'm going to add just some glittery dots to it. There's also acrylic adhesive in a lipstick type bottle with a wand. This is handy for just throwing down dots or for doing some designs. I also love this tool to add the color of glitter to the bottom of my glitter poof bottles, and then when they sit in their case you can see exactly what you have. Next is my emergency new skin. If you happen to not be able to get acrylic adhesive in time and you need something really fast, this is made for the skin. It doesn't smell that great, but it will work. I like to use toothpicks, and I also like to use these little applicators for putting the dots on my skin for the glitter. So we'll give this a whirl here. I'm going to start with toothpicks, and I'm going to put a little cotton pad on my table so that I don't get any on there. So I'm just going to start by grabbing a little bit of that adhesive and popping some on. You can see that it goes on white, and I want it to go clear, and I know as soon as this color changes that it's ready for the glitter. I'm going to try to work quickly. I am set with my acrylic adhesive. I'm going to seal the top of that well. You can see where I started here that it's completely clear. I have mostly clear there, a little bit of white, and so I am going to start poofing my glitter on. Now it comes the glitter, and you can see that it's stuck really nicely to the design. I don't even remember where all I put this, and I've got a little bit of clear right here, so I'm going to just poof it on there too. And wait a minute for that. And over here is good. That's white, but I'll get it anyway. And now I just need to wait a few more minutes. Oh, I've got a spot over here I can put it on too. I think while I'm waiting for that, I will go ahead and just maybe add a little design to one of my fingers here. I'm going to just kind of do a heart thing. I need that to fall down the toothpick. You do have to be careful in the creases and wrinkles of the hand that it doesn't just slide in there. And there we go. It's already starting to turn clear in that area, and more of my dots that I did before are clear. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more glitter on. All right, my dots are pretty much all clear. I'm going to just sprinkle some more henna on, or henna, glitter. And that is all set. I will use a nice big fluffy brush to just brush the excess off.